Right, Terrell P22. You paid for video review reactions, and this is the last one that I owe you. If you have a video that you would like for me to react to, make sure you hit my cash out with a minimum of $5 or more, and I got you. You have to email it to me, tiffanymdraper@gmail.com, and or text me the video you want me to review after you send your cash out. Alright, now, Lord, I decided to go with this one out of the ones you sent to me, Terrell, so let's get started. Alright.
Hello YouTube, this is Makivia.
Wait a minute, before we even get started, 3 seconds in, did I hear a smoke detector?
Hello YouTube, this is Makivia.
Okay, I was just finna get in you.
Yeah. I'm waiting to I'm getting my hair done later on, so.
You have no edges, so you probably shouldn't be getting them done again. And I can already see why you're mad at Kevin Samuels, because you're not attractive, and you have the same size arm as like Floyd Mayweather or 50 Cent.
That's why my locks look all crazy. I just wanted to get something off my chest, some things that I've been wondering.
I mean, you shouldn't be worried about your hair. It ain't nothing wrong with your hair. Something wrong with them bags under your eyes. You mad because you got bags under your eyes and you come with baggage. Because I know you got kids.
In terms of black women, when it comes to us in this country, it just seems like...
Whoa. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me put some edge control in it. What was that?
Just wanted to get something off my chest, some things that I've been wondering.
Hold on.
In terms of black women, when it comes to us in this country.
This right here. You got all these bald spot edges talking about us in this country, but you got enough space from where your hairline start to make a whole different other country. Like, it's enough place for somebody to just set up shop on your head and just build a whole village.
It just seems like we have been beat up on from day one. It seems like everyone's telling us that we're the reason for the state.
It seems like you need to freaking wash that eraser Sharpie type eyebrows you got on your face. I don't blame God. I love God. But I just don't know why I'm the only one, or it's rare to see people, especially women with good eyebrows that ain't never been arched. What is wrong with all these women? Fellas, have you noticed that it could be a drop dead gorgeous female, but it's like something always wrong? Either she don't have no eyebrows, or they drawn on, or they super big, or just
that our community is in. And it seems like no matter what we do, it's just not good enough. One of the things I noticed that we do a lot of is we listen to people who don't really have our best interests at heart. People who beat up on us.
You don't have your best interest at heart, or you wouldn't be eating all them freaking wings and greasy food. You don't care about your heart. What the freak?
Tell us very negative things.
Negative translation, tell us the truth and what we don't want to hear, so we label it as bullying.
Tell us that we're the reason for the state that our community is in.
You are. We are, as females. I don't conduct myself like y'all, but I have to be lumped in with all of y'all, because when people look at me, they see a black female and they automatically assume that I'm ghetto and ratchet and got 3 kids and 3 different baby daddies. Literally, I was holding an intelligent conversation with a white man one day. He had to be about mid-40s, and he said, "Wow, you're very intelligent." Like, he didn't think it was possible for a black person, let alone a black female, to be intelligent and to be able to talk about something other than Real Housewives of Atlanta, weave, lace fronts, wigs, fake nails, fake eyelashes, drawn on eyebrow,
when it's not just a black woman thing, it's a black man thing also. As a community, we have issues.
First of all, it's funny how y'all want to include the men when y'all talk about something negative, but other than that, you only want to uplift the black woman. You don't want to include them in anything positive.
Community,
except for a positive pregnancy test so that you can get him on child support.
We really need a lot of healing. I mean, you have to understand, and you know,
she just give me vibes of somebody that would ask her man for abortion money so she can go get her hair done.
Being in bondage for like over 400 some years, and there's no therapy. We haven't had any therapy.
Go find a therapist. It's that simple. What are you waiting on? We haven't had therapy? That's like me saying, I don't have nothing to eat. We ain't got nothing. Go get something to eat. What's stopping you from getting therapy? What's stopping you from getting food if you don't have nothing to eat? Money. There's resources all out there.
So, that creates some very sick-minded people, because the things that have been passed down from generation to generation hasn't been...
If you can identify that there is a problem, then there is no excuse for you to change it. If you know there is a problem, don't just say, I'm aware of the problem. I can see if you were oblivious to the fact that you know we need to change. But if you can sit there and say that there's generations of bad behavior in black people, then try to fix it instead of getting mad when somebody call it out, when you yourself just acknowledge the fact that it's a problem with our community.
Sound mind. So now you have people that...
Men make better leaders than women. I said it because us women are too emotional. And that's why there's a problem in the black community, because black women do not want black men to lead. They want to wear the pants.
Are basically telling
if they can fit them, a size 18 or 24. They want to wear the pants.
You that you can't get a man because you don't look a certain way. Now, I get it.
So if you get it, then why are you making a whole 17-minute video acting like you don't? Again, contradictions of most black women. I understand what you're saying, but...
Of course, you know, if you're that chick, yes, that will be more... men will want that chick, you know, she's hot or whatever, however you want to say it.
Quite as kept, a lot of men will take women that aren't 9s, 10s, and 8s if they had better attitudes and they were fit. Go back to my community post where I posted a before and after of a black woman after she lost weight. Same face, but she looks a lot more attractive after she dropped like 100 pounds.
But let's be honest, the majority of us are just normal, average-looking people. You know, and to listen to someone say, well, if you're average, you should take what you can get.
No, he didn't say that. He said if you're average at best with kids, no longer in your prime, and you're bad built with a bad attitude and you're not submissive, you're better off taking what you can get, i.e. a blue-collar man. Nothing wrong with that. He's speaking solely to women that want to attract a high-value man. Again, what are you not getting? He's not saying you have to be single forever. He's saying go with a working-class man. It's okay to do that.
No, that's not good advice. Yes, you should be realistic. But you should want someone who is loving, caring, respectful. Someone that can take care of you. Someone that has, that is going somewhere in life. A man that really do enjoy being with you. Enjoy just sitting with you, laughing with you. You know, someone who...
He won't be laughing at most of you women because y'all look like clowns with all this makeup on.
Believes in God. It's so many things that...
Who remember T-Bo the Clown from the Parker Show? Mama killed him, mama killed him, mama killed him, T-Bo.
when it comes to picking a mate, that we should look for besides just what a person looks like.
I understand women don't pick. They're picked. They're selected.
But if it was only about looks, women, then people like Holly Berry would be able to keep a husband. And we all know that.
Oh my God, don't do that with your forehead. I bet you can't keep a hat on your forehead. And once again, comparing yourself to celebrities. No. Stop talking about the exception. You're actually proving Kevin Samuels' point, because he talks about how beautiful, gorgeous women that have hit the wall often have to settle for men that are less than, that are not as successful.
But if it was only about looks, women, then people like Holly Berry would be able to keep a husband. And we all know that that's a beautiful, gorgeous woman. But something can't be right because she keeps being in a situation where she's not...
Because her attitude is like the average black woman, even though she's half black.
Able to stay in a relationship. So if it was just...
That's why most black women, only 1 in 4 black women get married. I'm going to continue to tell you that. Because they don't want to compromise. They don't want to be submissive.
Based upon look.
And they don't want to keep their body up.
Clearly, that is not the most important thing.
You got 50-year-old women still saying they gained weight from when they were pregnant. You were pregnant 20 years ago, ma'am, with your baby. Why are you still fat? Your fat is resilient. It won't go nowhere. Maybe you need to date your fat, since that ain't going nowhere, because you sure can't keep a man around.
Yes, that's what attracts somebody to you. But that's not how you keep a person. You have to be a loving person, a respectable person, a caring, giving person, a person that listens. And you want a man that does the same thing. If you are listening to someone that says, hey, if you lose that weight, which I get it, I need to lose lots of weight. Just saying. But I get it, for health reasons, yes. To tell somebody you need to lose weight for health reasons, I can agree with that.
No. You tell somebody they need to lose weight if they want to attract the type of man that they feel like they deserve. Why would a man making 6 figures or more want somebody built like Honey Boo Boo's mama? Why? When he has options to get something without a bunch of baggage, and that's younger. It's hard to teach an old dog new tricks.
To tell somebody you need to lose weight to get a man, yeah, I don't agree with that.
That's not what he's saying. Again, to get a high value man, you need to lose weight. A lot of us are good at losing weight, but we have to maintain that, and that requires commitment and a solid weekly gym routine, if not daily.
Because it shouldn't be something that's...
A lot of women get their man and then think they got him and stop doing what they did to get them. That's not going to keep them around. Men are realizing that they have options, right?
Side of yourself, that's the reason why you're doing something. It should be something that you want to do to better yourself and to feel better about yourself.
See, y'all so caught up in this. I'm not gonna just do this for no man. Keep my hair done. No. Like, okay, I remember an episode of Martin. And Gina, on that episode of Martin, Gina lost her job. And Gina was at home all day. And then when Martin came home, she was smothering him. What you do today? Well, I went to work. No. Start from when you woke up. What toothpaste did you use? And then when Martin said, Gina, you didn't want to comb your hair today? What for? I already got my man. She was serious. And I hear a lot of men complain about that. And I really feel like we as women, we need to work on that, myself included. Like, we can't just only look pretty when we dating him, or just after we get married, or after we start being serious. And then all of a sudden, it's like night and day. They fell in love with this dainty, pretty, da-da-da. But then you're like, okay, well, I got the ring now. I honestly, I'm not condoning cheating in any way, shape, or form. But I feel like men are visual. And if they have the option of something that's going to keep themselves up and always look pretty, or this, you got to really have a man's heart in order for him to stay with you.
But it should not be to attract the man. That should not be the ultimate goal. Because we need to heal. We need to heal, ladies. We need to heal. We need to get some therapy in us. We need to learn how to be women. Because in this country, we've been told that we have to do everything. Everything. You got to work, you got to take care of the house, you got to do this, you got to take care of it. What?
No, I don't believe we've been told that. I think we as women have migrated towards doing that because we think it's less than to just be a wife and a mother. We want to be superwoman. I don't remember the name of it. It could have been the Ladies' Home Journal. I'm not sure, but all y'all remember that white lady with the rag on with the like she was showing her muscle or whatever. It's like we've evolved from like the women that we've come from being homemakers and stuff to, okay, well, I can be a homemaker and then I can work. But that's very hard. I just heard a statistic that said that the average American mother spends 1 hour with their child if they're a working mother. Like they were saying how you get the kids up to go to school, and then, or if they're in daycare, they're there till about 6:30. Then they go get them. And then after that, it's homework, it's chores, it's bath, and then it's bed. And it's like they said that they spend on average an hour or less with their child. And then they was talking about in those developing years, you really need the nurturing aspect of a mother. And that's why they feel like a lot of kids are going astray these days because the schools and the daycares are raising them. And you know how that goes.
We are not mules. And I know black men will tell you that. Not all.
No, I've never heard. I know you're speaking, using an example, but no, I've never heard a man in my life want the woman to take care of them. I just haven't heard it. Or just take care of everything. I believe they would prefer that housewife type thing.
There are a lot of black men out there that think that they're not supposed to do a damn thing but sit on their ass. That's not a man you want either. You want a man that can take care of you. And
wait. If you are going to want a man to take care of you, if that's what you want, then what does he get out of the deal? If he gonna take care of you and foot all the bills, don't he deserve a woman that gonna keep herself up and look right and don't always be trying to fuss and fight and all that other stuff when he come home?
Actually, women, it may not be, as you guys keep saying, I want that 100 and something K man or whatever. Realistically, I don't know how realistic that is because it's only a certain percentage of this country that is actually in that tax bracket. But the truth of the matter is, you should want someone that can take care of you. It may not be in that tax bracket, but you should be able to find someone that can, be good to you. And
again, all I hear you talking about is what the man can do and what you want from the man. We are 6.5 minutes in this video, and you have yet to say what a woman should do to keep that type of man that can take care of them
and do right by you. And it's not always about, I know a lot of women, he got to be 6 feet. Ladies, that's not realistic. Because if you look at the percentage of the heights of the different heights, that the average height of a man.
I'm glad you touched on that because a lot of women have their own requirements, like you said, height, and most of the time, how much money they make, but get mad when a man has standards and requirements. Most women are not used to men having standards. They're used to them sleeping with any and everything.
That's not being realistic. It really isn't.
That's why, fellas, you got to get a grip on your DICK. And I ain't talking about masturbation. You should not be led by your little head. I should put that on a shirt. You should not be led by your little head. Somebody type that in the comments section so I can pin that.
I've been married for 25 years tomorrow. And my husband is about 3 inches taller than me. And I'm a short girl.
Girl, I thought you were going to say your husband is 3 inches. Like, wow.
But I love him, and
like, my index finger probably larger than his.
He's been through some tough times. I'm not going to say I haven't.
Talking like that, I would make me think that I want to see your medicine cabinet to see if you got mine out in pads with that deep voice.
But that, clearly the height thing wasn't the most important thing to me. What was important to me was that we had a lot in common. We could laugh. I am attracted to him, of course.
But is he attracted to you?
We just have fun, and just be silly together. And there have been times where I didn't work. That he took care of me when the boys, I have 2 grown boys now, men, should I say. 2 grown men, both soldiers. That's my babies. 2 grown men.
Since you brought up your sons, would you want them to date if, because most people in the Army make good money. If he was like a high-ranking soldier, I'm thinking about Soldier Boy, and he was making a lot of money, would you approve of him bringing home a middle-aged woman with a 10, 12-year-old type kid, baby daddy drama, and built like a elephant? The answer should be no. That was very rhetorical, by the way.
There were times where I did not
Basically, you wouldn't want your sons to bring home a woman like you. But yet you're making excuses on why men should date women like you.
When I got out the military, yes, I am a disabled veteran. And
Disabled. Seriously. The only thing handicapped about you is that brain in your head. If you think a high-value man would want you for anything but his bed. I'm a rapper today.
And so when I got out, I didn't work for about 7 years. He took care of us. And I
7 years. And didn't you draw a check then if you were a disabled veteran? So it's not like he was just taking care of y'all. You contributed in some way, shape, or form.
Respect that. So now he is retired at
You should have been saving all that money you was making for that 7 years for forehead replacement surgery.
46, and I'm still working. But we can live that life because we did things to plan for that.
So basically, you're the man of the family now. Okay.
And it wasn't about when I got married, I was very young, of course, and it wasn't just.
Oh yeah, that's why you made your bad decisions. I see why Kevin hates that I was young bullcrap.
Just about give, you give me. Our marriage has survived as long as it has because it's we give and take. So I just feel that women need to be more realistic in that aspect.
And I feel like you should realize that you're the exception because you're a black woman that's married, but only 1 in 4 black women get married. And you can't act like that this isn't a problem, because when I hear of people whose parents are still married, I'm shocked. And they're black. I shouldn't be shocked by that. That should tell you right there it's a problem when something that's supposed to be right and the norm is abnormal.
To listen to people that have their best interests at heart. I know one of the YouTubers that I came across one day, and I was just like, okay, what is this all about? And I was like, oh no. So I looked at a couple of, like not the whole videos, but like went through a couple of videos, and I was like,
man, I see you turn them comments off like you probably turned your man off since you built like a whale. You should start in Free Willy 4, but I don't know if they had a third one already.
ladies, stop listening to men who don't have your best interest at heart.
How could you honestly say that with a straight face? And is your husband straight if he like you and you got a man face? Bro, I'm doing poetry and rapping with this rhyming. But how can you say he doesn't have our best interests at heart when he out here getting black couples together and being married and teaching women how to have the type of man they want, which would ultimately make them happy?
I mean, if someone is telling you that it's about how you look only and not saying that you need to...
He's not saying that. He's also saying the behavior, being submissive, being cooperative, being ladylike and feminine.
Heal your mind, then you need to run.
He's always... I'm trying to calm down because you're pissing me off. He's always asking somebody if they're in therapy. Is that not healing the mind?
You know, saying, well, you need to be like this, you need to be like that, and if you don't look like that, you just need to take anything. No. Because there's some dudes around here that are sorry. Micro penis men walking around.
Wait a minute. What does the size of their penis have to do with them being sorry? That has nothing to do with that.
Here.
You could have a very successful good man with a micro penis.
Monster personalities. Horrible individuals. Violent individuals.
What is an individual? Is that some type of new TV they're going to be working on? Is that 5K instead of 4K? You mean individuals?
That either may look good or may not look good. But women, you know, we be like, oh, we can clean them up. No, we're not here to raise no men.
Stop trying to give ladies advice for how to get a man and keep a man. You're not a man. You need to be listening to what a man says because men know what men want. That's why women are calling Kevin Samuels and not you. Crazy eyes. And I'm going to use this. Hold on. I'm going to use this for my thumbnail. Girl, with them fake eyes, you don't even love yourself. Trying to look like a white woman. With them eyes. We know they ain't yours. You look like you got sleep apnea and be snoring your man up off his side of the bed. He wake up on the ground, he be low, like Kroger prices.
The mama should have did that. And the daddy should have did that. You should have, when you get with a mate, that person should already be raised up. Period, point blank.
All right, K. Michelle can't raise a man, but she has a man and has like 3 kids. But telling y'all, leave them and all other stuff.
So if you're listening to someone that's telling you that it's all about how you look, you need to run. Because it ain't just that. And for someone to say, you know what, well, you're just an average chick, so you got to take the bad breath, no bathing, toothless dude.
Why are you naming all things that a man can change? Just like your weight, but you refuse to change that. Everything you named, a person can change if they're born that way. You can change being obese, you just refuse not to. So you're putting and directing all your energy to telling Kevin Samuels not to tell you to lose weight. When you can be directing all that energy in somebody's gym, actually losing the weight.
Hell no! What?
I don't see too many skinny, attractive women making videos about Kevin Samuels. Or disliking what he has to say. Why? Because they know that he's not talking about them.
What? Or to blame that the reason for most marriages are because women leave. Women sometimes leave, you know why? Because he may be beating her ass. What about...
Of course that's an accept. Oh, God. Let me calm down. That's an exception, ma'am.
That. Or cheating all over the place on her. Or disrespecting her. There's other reasons to divorce somebody. Newsflash, if you're not treating somebody good, that would make them leave.
Yeah, that's why most black women are single.
Now, there may be some women that don't know what it feels or what it is to be a wife. That is true. And I feel that we do, as a community, we need to heal so that men knew how to be men, women
knew how to be men, or they know
how to be women. Because right now, the lines have blurred.
You don't want men to be men. Because if that's the case, then you would accept the fact that they're visual and they want their partner to be attractive and fit. So stop trying to say you want it to be how it's supposed to be and for the lines not to be blurred.
So there's women who don't know what it is to be a woman, and there's men who don't know what it is to be a man. So that's a whole nother issue. But I just want to know, why are you listening to someone who is not married, who has been married, and the women left his ass?
Again, frog face. How do you know it wasn't him that left them? You're assuming he was a bad guy because, like most black women, you don't respect or like the black man.
So clearly, if it was only about looks, why his ass get left? Just saying. Help me out here. If it was just about looks, ladies. So clearly it's not just about that. It's not. I'm letting you know. It's more about, it's more to life than that.
Did you let your doctor know that you're morbidly obese and you need to see a dietitian?
Because when you want a mate, you want somebody who...
Did you let your beautician know that they're going to have to put out a missing persons report for your edges?
To be there when you're sick.
Did you let that chair that you sitting in know that you're going to be sitting there for almost 20 minutes and that chair probably limp as a dish rag, just weak?
My husband had to wipe my ass. But you know, if that's the situation, or you might have to do that for him. Most likely, the thing is, men, unfortunately, they die a lot sooner than women. That's just a fact. But, you want somebody that's going to be there in the heart.
You know why? Because most of the time they die from heart attacks and strokes and high blood pressure because women like you are stressing them out, trying to argue and be cantankerous every day.
Hard times, not just the good times. And if a person is people are leaving that person, that tells me that there's something fucked up about them. That's what that tells me. That there's something that they haven't improved about themselves. That they haven't fixed.
Seriously?
Something about themselves, because we need to fix ourselves sometime.
It could be the woman's fault, ma'am. It could be that the man recognized her bull crap and left, ma'am.
If we're the only person that keeps having this done, it's you, boo. It's not those other people, it's you, because you're the one thing that is consistent. Just saying. Women, yes, you should look nice. And
talking about it's you, boo. Do you just be worried about you getting ghosted online all the time while you talking about boo? Once they find out what you really look like in real life.
You should care about yourself. Yes, we should care about ourselves. But is that
it's gonna be like, you cannot reply to this conversation. Black game strong. Black game strong.
The only thing.
Strong as your jawline and your face.
No. You know who's a really good YouTuber that I came across? Her name is Selkis. I believe that's her name. Ladies, that's who you need to listen to. That's who you need to listen to. Stop listening to that Kevin dude.
I don't know who she's talking about, but something tells me that whoever she's talking about panders to women and doesn't make them accountable for their bad decisions.
Because that Kevin dude is going to lead you to hell. Straight to hell.
No, he going to lead you down the aisle with a high value man. And you're going to learn how to keep him by watching Kevin. Listen to people like her. The black community, particularly the black women, will stay in the same state that it's currently in. More single households.
What he gonna do? He gonna lead you straight to the hell, to the graveyard.
Let's think about it. When black men go out with women of other races, 9 times out of 10, once he leaves that black woman, he ends up being married to that new one. So evidently it wasn't his fault. He knew how to treat a woman. You were just bitter and angry all the time, probably didn't halfway cook, and built like Grimace. That's why he left you.
Because the only thing he's talking about is how you look. That's it.
Becky ain't trying to argue all day. She's trying to give you that Becky food gonna be ready, kids gonna be clean, and he can be a king in his castle.
And that you should be accepting of any shit that a man gives.
Black women don't want to be helpmeets or helpers, and they can barely cook anything but hamburger helper. They ain't trying to go all out like Auntie Fee.
What? What they do that?
Like Martha Stewart before she did her time in jail.
Anything? No. You shouldn't be accepting of someone who treats you like shit. Just saying. Nor should you want a man that just wants you for how you look.
Stop trying to change how men are wired. And you can tell yourself all the time that Kevin is wrong, but you're going to stay single. A lot of y'all don't realize that you keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. That's the definition of insanity, because y'all are already insane in the membrane.
Because if you think that's going to last, just ask Holly Berry. Just saying.
Again, let's use a celebrity that we're nothing like as an example to prove our points that are futile, at best.
Beautiful, gorgeous woman. But, don't seem like she can keep a man. So clearly looks, it's more than looks.
Again, she can't keep a man because rumor has it she has a bad attitude and she's in a position to not need a man because she's financially stable. That's why it's very hard to get a successful working woman, especially a black woman, to be with a man that's less than her, because she doesn't want to respect him if she thinks she makes more than him. When, again, you're supposed to respect the man in the relationship because he's the head of the household, no matter how much money he makes. But y'all equate respect with his bank account, and that's why y'all are single.
It is. Because Holly Berry still ain't married. I'm just saying.
And neither is Oprah, because she doesn't have to be.
So gotta be more.
I'm pretty sure she wished that she hadn't to focus so much on her career and actually made time for steady.
But than that. Bottom line, if someone is only talking about how you look and that's how you get a man, you need to run. It should be more to it than that. Because...
well, you love showing off your gigantic 5 head.
You need someone that's going to be there when times are hard, when you're throwing up.
I was going to say
you got diarrhea.
I was going to say you a 6 head or a 7 head, but Kevin said we can't use 7. Somebody going to be there for you when you have diarrhea. I'm going to tell you what could be there for you when you have diarrhea. Imodium. And in this whole video, she ain't said what a woman should do to keep the man that she thinks she deserves. Nope. She won't talk about that.
And if they only want you because of the way you look, we are flawed creatures.
You look like a creature.
So we are flawed. We're going to get sick and not look so good.
Don't you listen to Beyonce, the flaws and all? That's y'all queen, right? They created a whole church of B-E-Y, Church of B, where they worship Beyonce. This is real. And they even made a shrine in Bibles. And somebody killed themselves on the shrine, whatever.
We're going to get old. It's part of living. Living life.
Again, comprehension skills are low. They're not saying that they're only with you for looks. And, oh, I shouldn't care about how I look because I'm going to get old anyway. What type of mentality is that? If y'all grow old together, that's a different story. But if you are already looking bad, you'll never get to grow old with him because he's not going to pick you. Why y'all always worried about me being a pick-me? He or no man are going to pick you.
It's getting old. And if a person only wants you for the way you look...
just like a young man said in my comment section, while y'all calling Tiffany a pick-me, we want a black woman that want us. Yeah, we'll pick her.
They're going to leave you. Because it's only about the way you look. And it's so funny because there's so many men out there that looks like Boo Boo the Clown.
And you got all that makeup on like you hiding a black eye. Like you Boo Boo the Fool. clown.
And
You round, and you got all that makeup on, looking like a clown.
women up there just
Shaped like a motherfucking brown M&M.
slurping up on they, ugh.
A chocolate covered peanut.
You know?
A Reese's motherfucking buttercup in a sharing size package.
Because it's not just about that. But if a person is treating you mean and hateful, that ain't right either. That's not right either. So women,
I just appreciate the fact that you ain't doing all that ghetto cussing and all that. I can appreciate that and give you credit for that. And I don't see a bunch of tattoos, but I don't know.
please stop listening to people that abuse you.
And I like your hair. It's just your hairline is so far back.
Listen to someone
You got me looking for your hairline in the daytime with a flashlight.
who has your best interests at heart. Someone who looks happy.
He does have our best interests at heart. That's why he's telling us to lose weight so we won't die early.
Happy.
You big dummy. Emphasis on the word big.
Happy thoughts. People that are happy give happy information. People that are miserable give fucked up information.
Oh, you ruined it. You just had to cuss and dropped a strong cuss word, the F-bomb.
Just saying. If a person, everything that come out of their mouth is criticism.
Let me tell you what's not coming out of your mouth. Them steakums and them motherfucking burgers and fries.
Now, constructive criticism is one thing.
He's very constructive with his criticism. The only times he goes ham on women is when they disrespect him.
But if they just criticizing your ass, that's not positive.
Everything ain't gonna be positive, ma'am. The world isn't peaches and roses. This is not Sesame Street or Barney. Get over it.
Ladies, have something about yourself. Think something about yourself. Value yourself.
Again, another black woman only online trying to look out for the ladies and not the black man. Further proof that black women do not care about black men. They're only in it for themselves.
If you're not finding what you need in a man, then maybe you need to go back to square one and try to fix yourself. And I
Fix your hairline.
mean on the outside. I mean on the inside.
Oh, you mean therapy like Kevin Samuels recommends on all of his episodes?
The things that we've experienced in this country, we are not all mentally stable.
Oh, I know you're not.
So we need to get our mental stability. We need to get that under control.
You need to get your weight and your health under control, and then you wouldn't even have to make this video.
And then you can find someone.
No, you don't find anyone. The man finds you.
Because if you're not mentally stable,
Us as women are in control of sex. The man is in control of if we get married in the relationship aspect. I learned this from Kevin Samuels. This is something you need to learn.
you might pick somebody else that ain't mentally stable. And now you guys are mentally unstable together. And that's bad.
Like, this whole video is bad because you're saying he's for black men against black women when he's actually building black families. And you must be against black men and only for black women because you ain't said none in this video to help black men, only black women.
Women, start paying attention. Seriously. That's all you two.
You just start paying for a gym membership, okay? Just saying.